What's up, guys? It's Program here, and today, right now, in this video, I'm going to be giving you a little bit of my opinion of the Phase 5 challenge. I'm not going to be bashing on it, but I'm also not going to be fully supportive of it either. And what gameplay you're going to be seeing is some hardcore domination on takeoff. Yeah, it's takeoff. It should be. And later in the game, I hit a really nice clip. And before you guys even start thinking what you probably are thinking, no, I'm not going for the Phase 5 challenge, even though I do have the clan tag and all that, because I edit and I'm not a player. So that's that, and that's why I'm not going for it. And that's leading us into the next thing I wanted to say. It's actually, I think it's a shame that the Phase 5 challenge is only for players, only for like feeders and trick shotters. Honestly, I think it would be more fair if there was an editing competition, like there was an editor's part to it too. I think that would be nice for editors and I guess GFX artists too. I mean, I'm not a GFX artist, so I don't really care about it, but I really wish there was an editing part to most of these challenges, and if it's not at least going to be part of the main Phase 5 challenge, I kind of wish that it would at least be part of another challenge, I guess, like maybe a separate one. So I kind of resentful of that, the Phase 5 challenge, that it's only for players. I kind of puts me down a little bit. I do like what they're doing better this year. I like it much better than the last Phase 5 challenge, and I'll explain why. First, because there's a commentary requirement now, and you have to kind of give a commentary or vlog sort of thing about who you are and why you want to join Phase, why you think you should win, and why you entered the challenge. And I think that's a very good idea, because if you notice on Phase, all the people, I guess, who have really active YouTube channels, like personal channels, they're the most popular people on Phase. I know Pomage is no longer in Phase, but when he was in Phase, he came out with a ton of videos, and he was also extremely active on his personal channel. I think it was just about daily uploads that he had. And if you look at him now, he has half as much subscribers as all of Phase, and he's just one guy, and Phase is like 30 to 40 different people working collectively on something. So that's quite amazing that he has that many subscribers. And if you look at Phase Meek, he just hit, if you haven't noticed or haven't seen, he is actually having a 100,000 subscribers editing contest, and it's actually in the final stages. So that's going to be something interesting to see who wins that. But if you notice, though, he's active on his channel. He had all sorts of he has had tutorials and commentaries and stuff on his channel, and he's probably the most popular editor in Phase. And on the other hand, Phase SLP has never done a commentary. I don't think, and he only has 50,000 subscribers, or maybe it's up to 65 or something like that now. And I do say only compared to like the other editors and stuff, because that's pretty good in general to have that many subscribers. But and also I don't know how many subs it has. I think it's like 100,000 or something like that. Actually, I might be very off on that. But Phase Gwit, he actually won the Phase 5 challenge last year, and he's super active on his channel, and he's definitely one of the most popular members of Phase, just because he's active on his channel, and because he just puts out a ton of videos on his channel, not on the Phase channel. don't remember what the number is, but he hasn't had a huge number of uploads on FaZe since he joined. But it's definitely a good idea. I think having the commentaries required, so that way you can kind of get to know the players and people you're recruiting. And it's also a good idea, I think, that they have like Twitter accounts and stuff, because that way you're not just showing that you're good enough to be in FaZe because you're a good player, but you're also good enough to be in FaZe because you're active and you're an active member of the community and you really participate in like community sort of stuff, and you have a way of like communicating with your fans and stuff, and FaZe fans. And on the other hand, FaZe Rockstar, I don't believe that he has been very active on his personal channel. I might be very wrong about this. I don't think I'm subscribed to him, but I think last time I checked, he didn't really have any commentaries or anything up, and he's only had a few uploads on FaZe. So I definitely think that was a good idea. Having that be a requirement is making like a little vlog thing. And I do think that it's nice that they're also really pushing everybody to go for it, whether you think you can win or not, to just go for it. And I definitely think that's a good idea, because I think there's a lot of players last year that were really, really good, but they just didn't go for it, and they didn't think that they would make it, and it would be clear that they would have made it if they went, but they just didn't because they didn't think that they were good enough, or didn't think they were worthy of it, or whatever. But I definitely think that's a good idea. They're pushing everybody to go for it. And you don't have to be on a team. You could be going solo too. They were explaining about that. And then I also think that it is quite a good idea that they are that they're having this be promoted by Gamma. I think that's a good idea. It opens up opportunities, I think, for them to get closer with their sponsor. And that's not necessarily a thing that's important for everybody else, but I think that's definitely important for FaZe as a team, that they are kind of getting to know their or getting, well, not really getting to know, but they're being more active with their sponsors. And I think it also could open up business opportunities in the future for maybe companies that want to sponsor FaZe in the future. So I think that's definitely a good idea. And then I also noticed that it seems that they are picking up everybody that they want, that they were already looking at prior to the Phase 5 challenge. It seems like they're picking all those people up, and I think that's a lot of what the Phase 5 challenge was last year. They already had their eyes on a number of people from SOAR, because as you may know, most of the people who made it were from SOAR. And I really think that they had their eyes on them, and it was just an excuse to pick them up and say that they won the challenge. And I think this year they realized that everybody's kind of mad that the only people who made it onto the team were from SOAR, and maybe they just think that they were playing favorites or whatever, so they picked up who they wanted. They picked up SOAR Esky, now FaZe Esky, and they also picked up Rax, and he's an editor, so he wouldn't have made the Phase 5 anyways, just because they don't have an editing competition part of it. But they picked him up too, and I think that's a really good idea. It really encourages competition, I believe, because that way you know that not the people from SOAR, you know that it's a possibility that people from other teams, and maybe not from a team at all, could make the Phase 5 challenge. And I also noticed it seems that they have acquired a new sponsor recently, Astro Gaming. Before they were only sponsored by Elgato. Well, actually not Elgato. They were only sponsored by Gamma and Scuff. And I know that's why FaZe Cross left, because he was frustrated that every time he had a business opportunity, because he was the business manager for FaZe, every time he had a business opportunity, it didn't work out too well, and now they've kind of gotten more sponsors. So I'm going to wrap this up real quick, and thanks for watching my video. Please subscribe. Like if you agree with me, share this video on Twitter, etc. Yeah, thank you and have a nice day. Bye.